Hello Riccardo, welcome to the Padel Club.
Where are we now?
We are in Madrid. We opened this club in May, one of the closest club near the city center of Madrid. Come, we go inside.
Yep. Thank you.
Now here we have the reception here, and here we open in the following days a shop. This is Adidas and Bull Padel, two of the best brands in padel.
How many courts do you have here?
We have 13 courts.
13 courts,
yes.
wow.
We have 10 indoor and 3 outdoor. And then we come here to the bar restaurant. I'm going to introduce you the waiter.
Thank you.
Hello, Ivan. Right there.
All good. He makes a really good cappuccino. Like I'm playing here a lot, so.
This area with sofas and then tables. And this is one of the best parts of the club, which is the terrace.
It's the first time that I come here outside.
Yes, you didn't come here?
Yeah.
But it's not very nice.
Oh.
Overall, at night, with these lights and...
I mean, during summer you can make some good parties here.
Yes, we try to bring people to sing and DJs and that kind of things.
So let's go to the main thing, the courts.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
And this is the main court. This is Central Madrid. Where
Why did you decide to call the courts with name of cities? I was curious about that because usually you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, we wanted to change something because in every club they have numbers. So we changed and we said, okay, we can say for example, this court is Rome, and then this is Madrid, Paris. This is from Europe. The next place there, South America.
Ah, okay. Yeah. And outdoor is
Sydney, Tokyo, and Miami.
Ah, okay.
The rest of the world.
Okay, let's go there.
Yes.
How long did it take to build everything here?
About 6 months.
Ah, just 6 months?
Just 6 months.
The building was already here?
Yeah, the building was already here, but we made the courts and we did a little bit of kind of renovation. We opened in May. We started doing this renovation in January.
How do you bring people here? What's the main marketing things?
As the main marketing thing, I think is Playtomic.
Playtomic, so
yes.
I knew this place just because Playtomic. So.
Yeah, because it's an application that brings you a lot of visibility. This is the Boxeo gym. They are training right now. This is a new concept also in Madrid because it's outdoor. It's a little bit cold in the afternoon, but people are working now, and with the COVID thing, I think it's a really good space to play because now you don't have to wear a mask, for example, to train, and people likes a lot.
Understood. So these are
the 3 courts outside. Now, as you see, people prefers to play inside.
Sure.
And here is a little bit empty, but in the afternoon.
Did you plan to open in May, or the problem was COVID?
The problem was COVID, but for example, in padel, we didn't have a really big problem. I think it was the opposite, because when we opened the club, people couldn't do another sports like football or basketball, so people could play padel. They try and they like it. They stay playing padel, apart from other sports that they used to play.
How is the trend of padel here in Spain? Because in Italy, it's booming at the moment, and that's the reason why I'm here.
Yeah, now it's booming. I think.
Also in Spain, even if you're already full of courts.
Yeah, everyone play padel here in Spain. If you speak with someone that you don't know and you say, okay, we can do something, we can play a padel game, and I say, almost everyone play padel. Football is the main sport, as in Italy, I think, but padel is in really big progression, and I think in the following years it's gonna be one of the best sports, I think, over the world, because cities or countries like Sweden, Denmark.
Like in Sweden is crazy.
Yeah, they're opening a lot of clubs. Every day one club is opening. So I think in the following years we're gonna be a really big boom. I think it's gonna be one of the sports, Olympic sport, in the following years also.
Let's sit down so we run some number if you can.
We can sit here, or you can go
I think maybe there is. Okay. It's gonna be quieter.
Okay.
What's your favorite thing about the club?
One of the favorite things is the terrace. The best court in our club is this one.
Madrid. 2 days ago there was also Galan playing here with some World Padel Tour players.
Yes, they're coming to train. The other day they came to play a game, preparing the Master of Padel, which is this weekend. So you can sit here.
Yep. So here we are, and I would like to start from the most difficult things about running a club. What was like the thing that you came up?
But for me, the most difficult thing was to adapt myself to run a club, because I was playing football. I played football. I finished my career, and then I thought, okay, I have to start something new. Adapt myself to run a club is the most difficult thing.
Okay, and like after your experience, like after you, what is the first step to start?
The first step, I think, is to study the market. And then if you find a gap that you can fill, then the next step, and it's the biggest one, is to find a right place.
Like this building is huge. I think that it's really difficult to find something like this.
It's really, really difficult. We were searching for a good place for months, and then we find this thing, this
And
building.
You were searching in all Madrid?
Yeah, all Madrid.
Okay, like you wasn't focused on
because you cannot choose the place in Madrid to find a place like this, and it just came up, and then we had to come here and to convince the owners of the building to rent the place, because they didn't think padel it was gonna be a really good investment.
So you have to give them some guarantees, obviously.
Yeah.
And because it's 7 meters height at least to have a paddle court.
Yes.
And that is, you were saying me that is 14?
This is 14. Yes.
Okay.
I think it's one of the tallest one in Madrid. And yes, here, for example, there are 7 meters. Here 14, and in the other building 12.
I was every time curious about how much is a court, because every people say me different numbers from 20, 25, 40, 50. Yeah. How much is a court actually?
There are different prices,
okay,
because there are different courts. And this one, for example, is panoramic. That one is the main court, which is the same of World Padel Tour. They use in World Padel Tour, and the other ones are the regular one. So the basic is around 12,000.
Okay, that
is not that much.
Okay.
The panoramic is about 16,000,
okay,
and the best one, the World Padel Tour court, is about 18,000 or 19,000.
Okay, and that depends in the ground and in the walls. What are the difference?
Yeah, it depends of the walls, but I think it's the crystal.
Okay, the crystal. Okay.
Yeah, the crystal is different because they don't have to support. Also, the lights are
okay,
different. And I think the most important thing in the courts are the ground and
okay,
the lights, because
okay,
the other structure it's almost the same.
Okay, understood. And all the field that you both was from a company here in Spain, and maybe that was the thing that you made you save some money, and you both 13 fields.
Yes, maybe yes, because there are a lot of companies here in Spain,
okay,
who that sell the courts, and maybe because of that, and we also asked for a lot of courts, and maybe we had a really good discount because of that.
Okay, sure. But after the courts, you're running also a restaurant, and you are opening a shop. If I can ask you, what's the best investment between time, money, and profitabilities? Not just about courts and paddle, because you're making trainings, you're renting your courts, but outside, around the paddle courts.
At the moment, it's a restaurant, because many people come here after playing padel. They come here and they chat with friends, and they have some drinks. Or also, we starting with a menu, which is nice. It's only for 10 euros.
Okay.
You can have the.
Yeah, I already tried it. Every time that I come here, I play 2 or 3 matches, and afterwards.
So it's nice, and also people from outside the club, from the companies around here, they come here.
Okay. So it's
to have lunch.
It's going by itself, more or less.
Yeah, and then the terrace, we, as I said in the video, we are doing some concerts, some DJ in the afternoon, and people come here when it's a good weather, which is in Spain a lot of
Sure.
time. We try to do different things
to have a different club.
Okay, understood. And like the best thing that is working as an investment is the restaurant, you said.
Yeah, after padel, the best thing is restaurant.
So padel is like the main thing.
Yeah, everything is around the padel.
Would you change this space in a padel court, or would you keep the restaurant?
No, I'd keep my restaurant. Yeah,
okay, so like you can like, I think that is also a marketing thing. You can make people come here because there is a restaurant.
Yeah, also.
Okay.
Because the courses are really good, but maybe a lot of people who come here not also to play, coming here to chat with friends and to start.
Sure.
Like there are a lot of people who come here in the mornings because they don't work.
Okay.
They are retired. And they come here also.
They watch the games.
They play, they watch the game, and then they have some drinks here.
Sure, understood. And how many people are working here to run it every day?
We are 10 people.
Okay, well.
There are 6 people in the restaurant, 2 people reception, 1 cleaner, and then myself. I come here every day also.
Okay, understood. And if I can go in much details in the courts, how much is running a courts, and how long do you think that it's going to take to have profitability from your investment?
For the plan of we have, I think in 1.5 years, 2 years, we can recover the money that we have put.
Oh wow, it's yielding 50% more or less in your investment. It's really good.
Yeah, it's doing really good, and I think the numbers are really good at the moment.
Even if in Madrid is full of padel clubs?
But every club in Madrid now is working well.
Okay.
But as I said, it's really hard to find a space to open a club. This is the main thing. We are really happy, but we opened the club in May. We saw the difference between before vacation, before summer, and now. The last 2 months were really good.
Now
people know us.
Autumn and winter is working really well.
Yeah, it's working well for this court.
Okay.
Indoor. Outdoor is different. When it's cold outside, people prefer always come to play indoor.
What is the average price to rent a court here?
There are different prices, and then you can see the hour.
It depends when you are renting.
But during the mornings and midweek, 18 euros, 1.5 hour. In the afternoon, after 5, is 30 euros.
Okay, that is the average price, more or less.
And the weekends are the opposite.
Okay.
In the mornings the price is higher, and in the afternoons it's lower.
Okay, understood. And I don't know if I can ask you, what are the clubs that inspire you to make this club in Madrid, like the club that you take inspiration from?
There are some clubs in Madrid that are really good, but my inspiration was a club in Sweden. I think they are opening really good clubs over there. They build a place to play padel, which is much different. Because now we have to adapt this building to a padel club, but in Sweden it's not like that.
Like they are building from the ground,
which is a really good thing. So I saw videos. I started to search the best clubs in the world, and we tried to get the best things of every club. As I said, the main thing is you have to copy the good things that you see, but then you have to give your point of view, and you have to be different in some things. Okay,
and if you have to make a tutorial in how to start a padel club, pointing out the things that you need to be careful of, what would it be, this tutorial?
The most important thing is to find a good partner.
Okay. So people is the main thing.
Yeah, people is I think is the main thing. You have to see someone that shares your own thoughts, someone who understands you, and someone who is easy to run a club.
Okay.
And then you have to study the market, obviously, and find the right place. The most important thing.
When you were calculating, when you were putting down the money, what was the main thing that you were focusing on? You were calculating the yield of the club, or you were calculating how much court you can make? What was the things that you were running?
I think we had a really good plan that afterwards we saw and we said, okay, we didn't fail too much, and that was a really good thing. even we failed because we were less optimistic. We really had to be.
Okay, so it's
nice.
So you were expecting less player here?
Less player at the beginning. We knew and we thought that this was a really good company to open, a really good market. But we didn't know that as soon as we had opened, we had a lot of players coming here.
And what were the marketing tools that you utilized at the beginning? Like, why people are here?
They use Playtomic. Playtomic is
I know you.
Yes.
I knew you by Playtomic. So
it's a really good application that everyone in Madrid book a reservation by using this app, and also in the mouth to mouth because one player comes here. He plays, he knows the place, and then speak with his friends saying this is a new club, you have to know it, it's good. And then the social media with Instagram and opening a really good website with good photos. And I think
I saw that there was Galan the other day here. Yeah. Did he came here just to test it out, or like it was also a marketing promotion?
No, he came here
just because he liked it.
He liked it, and they used to come here to train sometimes. And then the other day they came to play a game because they like this main court because there is a lot of space outside of the court that
so they can go out.
They can go out and they can get some balls. And also for our customers, that was a really good experience because they are the best in the world, and seeing them coming here
enjoying this
club and playing at the same court as you play, it's a nice thing.
Sure. So I think that if the club is good, people will come.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. And if you have to say like the most difficult things after finding a place where to build your courts?
Well, I don't know. For me, the most difficult thing is to open the restaurant because the courts are more simple than the restaurant.
And you can move it. Like if you want, at the end you can move these courts. You can take it off and move it right away. Yeah. Are you thinking to?
No, not for now, but maybe in the following years. Who knows?
So you are searching for other place to open something else?
No, not now.
No, we are like you're just opened.
Trying to work this out, and we'll see.
Okay, last question. What's the advice? Like, what is the single advice to a person that is trying to open his club?
I think you have to risk. If you don't risk, you don't win. Obviously, you have to know the market. You have to study the market to find the right people around, and then if you find a good place to open the club,
go for it.
Go for it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That old red